Everybody, is Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast. So, we got some more information coming from Mike Tyson's camp after the post Jake Paul fight. And that was, oh man, the more I sit back and think about it, the whole thing was an absolute mess. I'm talking the main fight, right? The other undercards were really good, and like I said before, that is, that was the entertainment aspect, and then everything leading up to the Tyson fight, that pretty much was the main bulk of the entertainment aspect of the fight. Look, Mike Tyson, needed the money. Okay. And when I say need the money, I mean, not like he was poor or going broke, but I mean, there's going to be very rare opportunities for him to make roughly $20 million. Okay. So even though, reports have come out that, he said that he had a heart attack or not a heart attack. Sorry. He almost died because of the ulcers and everything and blood transfusions and all that stuff. And it's just, it was crazy because up until this, I was still shocked that this fight was still going to happen. When it got canceled in July, I was very like, this fight shouldn't happen at all then. You know what I'm saying? If this is the first hiccup, then we don't need to see this fight. It was a cool concept, a cool, fantasy concept, nostalgia. It would have been nice, but no. You know what I'm saying? But they pushed through because at the end of the day, when is Tyson ever going to see this kind of money? Okay, so people close to Tyson said this is what Tyson had to say. He said Tyson is in rough shape following his Netflix bout with Jake Paul and is grateful that the YouTuber didn't kill him as threatened, according to a source close to the legendary boxer. It's really sad to see if this source is showing, it's coming from the Mail. So if this is true, then yeah, Jake Paul definitely could have unloaded on him, and I believe that was not in the cards for that to happen. Of course, this is where the theories of the fixing element and stuff comes into play. Mike looked at this as the end of his boxing career because it is. He is in rough shape and it was slightly embarrassed, but also knows that despite his win, he lost. He is thrown in the towel. He was really hoping that he could end his career with a win, but in the end, it was a win because he was paid millions. This was going right to his retirement fund. Right, exactly. Mike Tyson is definitely, he's obviously been retired from the sport of boxing, but this is, he's in the retirement age. He wants to be able to just have a good retirement fun, and ride off into the sunset, make a few celebrity appearances, and that's it. Because the product we saw in the ring was absolutely horrible. You know what I'm saying? He really shouldn't have been in the ring at all. Okay. At the beginning of the first round, you saw him make a swing. Like, okay, maybe there's still some there. But he just couldn't move, and he really couldn't defend himself. And what was weird was when Jake Paul was trying to, he was measuring his punches, he couldn't do that. Ref was like, can't measure your punch. I was like, okay. I heard the commentators talking about it. I was like, interesting. I never heard some. I don't know if that, I don't think that, is that a thing in boxing, or is that something that just wasn't allowed for this fight, which is weird. Now, because I never heard it before. So, this was definitely a fraudulent event in a lot of ways, right? Because I think that it played on people and the nostalgia for thinking that Mike Tyson would have been able to put on some level of a show. Instead, just paced around, bit his gloves, and just kind of popped here and there, but didn't really throw that many punches. He just wanted to survive. But Jake Paul's gonna make sure that he got floated. And he says he's embarrassed and everything like that. And look, Mike Tyson shouldn't be embarrassed. You're embarrassed for what? You made $20 million. You knew the condition and the shape and the health that you were in. What is there to be embarrassed about? You made a lot of money. Okay, this will be the last major event in his lifetime to make a significant bag like this. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You said yes to the fight. Okay, whatever was discussed, whatever the plan was, you agreed to it. Okay, I don't think Tyson ever had any real mentality of going there and really trying to box with Jake Paul. Considering his health, his bad right knee, and Jake Paul definitely took the gas off. I rewatched some of this fight, and there were definitely elements there where, man, there was moments where Jake Paul, had additional openings after his left or right strike to go in, and he didn't do that. So, Jake Paul definitely exercised restraint, whether it was discussed or not. What he put on the show was to make sure that, he didn't want to knock Mike Tyson out. And it's like a source close to him said, he's thankful that he didn't kill him, because he could have really inflict serious damage on Mike Tyson. That wouldn't have been worth it for the $20 million. Okay, so these type of events, I'm no longer gonna watch stuff like this anymore. I think a lot of people only tuned in just because it's Mike Tyson. I know Jake Paul is the draw, the marketer as well, to sell, but people really want to see Mike Tyson. They really want to relive the glory days for a moment for Mike Tyson, and we didn't get that whatsoever. And it's unfortunate that we had to see this version of Mike Tyson at almost 60 years old, biting his gloves and everything. Just not a good look overall. Just was a bad event, bad main. And Jake Paul really has to start fighting actual boxers at this point, because he's just an entertainer with gloves on, and that's about it for me. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.